Oh shit, he's got a cat.
It's all right. It will go off anyway.
Welcome to another episode of the Small Member Squad podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Egg Platinum. We also have Young Left.
Yes, sir. And we're definitely not talking about gruesome, fucked up saw traps or anything that force people to be on this podcast. That would be crazy, huh?
and we have Tanner. Tanner, say hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we have Brad.
Somebody help.
Look, bro.
All right, someone cut his feed.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, that showed me. Like, that would probably be one of the worst things to be in, right? In terms of horror movies, is like one of those fucking death game ones, yeah, or some shit.
See, I just kill myself. I ain't playing the fucking games.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do this crazy shit. And I'm like, yeah, bro, just fucking kill me. I ain't playing your sick, twisted shit. Just let me fucking die. I ain't living out of this.
You're making us like Squid Game. It's like,
the only
okay,
time
we gotta walk across class.
Here
Here I go.
Is when you have to fight another person.
Oh, I'd be totally game for that.
Yeah, kills
fight to the
death. And then it's like Ben has to like cut his arm off, and he's like, "Nah, hang on, hold up a minute." And I was fine with beating the shit out of that motherfucker in the past.
You have to cut your foot off to get the chain off to be able to do this. I'm like, yeah, nah,
self-harm.
I'm just gonna slit my fucking throat. If I just do one quick motion, I'm done. Easy peasy.
True, dude.
I ain't doing this shit.
I do it. You know, fuck it.
Nah.
Or the one where I forget the trap where it'll split your head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd just kill myself.
I'd rather be in though, if I'm like doing a death game, I'd much rather be in like an anime one. It's some Dead Man Wonderland type shit, bro.
Oh god. They left that on a part where it could go to a season 2, and they never did anything with it.
Nope. Yeah, that anime is
I really hate
awesome.
it for that.
Yeah, it's a great anime. Great first season. Build up this dude just to do nothing with him. Literally nothing.
Yeah, they built him up to like basically One Piece, everybody.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was fucking stupid. And then we never got a second season. And never will.
Motherfuckers. They should.
That's what I'm
saying. They need to. Put a gun to their head.
This fucking cat, I swear to God.
Dude, you guys can watch Berserk now on Netflix.
Really?
It's one of my favorite animes of all time.
That's one I've watched.
Favorite.
I think, well, Tanner, I don't know if you've watched this specific version. This
Probably
isn't
not.
The movies. This
Oh,
is
okay.
the specific 1997 anime, which portrays what the movie does. You know, the three movies do, but
Right.
better because of art style, voice acting, and everything. It's fucking amazing. In terms of music, fucking awesome.
Isn't that the one where he still ends up dying in the end no matter what?
No.
And he gets screwed over? Okay,
Well,
that's different.
He doesn't technically die. You don't know how he gets out. The anime just kind of ends with him watching. Oh, sorry, I won't spoil. It's actually great. It's a great scene. It's a very fucked up scene, but you need to watch it.
I think Neon Genesis was messed up too.
There's a scene in that's fucked up where he jerks off over the girl's body in the hospital.
Hell yeah.
And then you look down and all you see is his hand and it's just covered in cum.
Now, do you guys catch your cum or do you just let it fly?
I let it go where it wants to.
Let that shit fly.
I catch it.
Okay. I don't like the catching it. I don't let that shit fucking fly, bro.
I was about to say, Tanner, you gotta answer.
That.
Yeah, I just let that shit fucking go wherever.
I just clean my shit, dog. Instead of I just use a towel.
Yeah, I use a towel too. I don't like people who use just tissues and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I just use a towel and then I'm like, all right. Then to throw it immediately into the washer. It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I'm chilling. I don't know why you made it sound weird.
Well, you like I meant like when you shoot the load, you have the towel already over.
Yeah.
Or okay, that's weird. I just let it go on the ground, like
Nah,
where
fuck
I lay the
that.
towel down.
It's too risky. I'm a.
Hold
So,
on.
most common
my
I know
shit's
is the
popping right now.
sock
Hold on.
method.
No, I'm a.
That's
I'm
the
a.
OG style.
That is OG, but I would never do that. That's fucking disgusting. Nah, I just other hand, it's already free, you feel me?
Mine's usually holding my phone.
Oh, I just prop that up on my fucking chest.
Nah,
I got
bro,
it back.
I gotta
I
go.
can put it on my fat
Certain
belly and I
scenes.
just put it up and then
Yeah, I got a built-in kickstand for that.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of
you have
those
the fold
mounts
now.
that go around my neck that hold it right here.
Yeah, just kick it and go.
Yeah, dude. I just have
I watch mine on the 75-inch.
yeah, specifically only during the day.
Yep.
Between the hours of like 6 a.m. to like I'm thinking like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
With my surround sound going, my 7.2 system.
Blasting it.
Mm-hmm.
Just blasting
I
the
gotta have the
most
2 subs.
hardcore porn.
Yep.
It is trailer shaking the windows.
Go. Like,
It's his second job, some would say. Even when he's
Oh
not
my
there,
God.
he makes sure the porn loop is going. He's like, "Honey, I've left the porn loop on. Do not touch this."
Leave
It's
it
like,
going. It must continue.
must stay going all the time, bro.
it must.
Yep.
It's a necessity. If I come home and the loop has stopped, I will
I know
kill
which
you.
part of the loop it should be at when I get home.
That's what I'm saying. And I planned for it. I
Yep.
choose which part of the video I'm excited about. And
I
that's
play
what
my
part I
least favorite parts when I'm not around.
Goddamn right. That's what a man does, you know.
Amen.
Treat it like a VHS tape.
No.
Did you guys like
those things were the worst.
No, they weren't.
Okay, sorry. My siblings were the worst when it came to VHS tape. They would never rewind that shit.
Oh, yeah. My grandma, we that's where we only ever used them.
What?
Let me just put this into perspective. The age gap between me and my oldest younger brother, he doesn't understand what a VHS tape is.
Sounds about
What are
right.
you doing?
VHS tapes are fucking awesome, dude. Tanner, you have a favorite VHS tape?
Dude, was it the Blues Clues ones that are blue and then the Rugrats one that's orange?
Yeah. Those ones
Or
are
the orange one.
I missed the ones where they came in like the plastic, like that really.
I love the little plastic
case.
covering, dude.
What
yeah, like plastic case was like the goat, not the cardboard one. Press done.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
At
Top left
work, we
corner.
get people that bring them in all the time to have them transferred to a digital format, and they don't rewind it before bringing it in. I don't understand.
Dude, were you guys cool enough to have the fucking car rewinders?
At work we do, but at home
That's
no.
what my grandma had at her place. That place was the coolest fucking thing.
My grandma had one of the TVs that had it built in.
Oh hell yeah, the classic, the literal classic.
Yeah, Tanner, you ever get any VHS rewinders or anything?
Do I get any VHS rewinders?
No, did you? Did
I? Like the whole system just to rewind DVD or VHS?
Yeah. They had a whole machine just to rewind it.
I had a couple of those back in the day. I remember
Yeah,
having
a couple. God damn.
Did you have a car one?
No, I just had like the classic beige color.
Nice.
That shit, you pop it in and
yeah, I love that shit, dude.
And then I remember I left one movie going way too long and it fucking got all wrapped up inside the dual DVD/VHS player my mom got. so it destroyed the VHS side of that. My mom wasn't very happy about it.
Oh,
Or I think then another one I destroyed by rewinding it way too much.
God,
yeah.
Tanner just forgot it. And honestly, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I probably just left, or I fell asleep, or just fucking forgot about it. And the next thing I didn't even know it was broken.
Yeah.
So I tried to use it another time, and it was just broken. I'm like, Mom, why is this shit not working? And she's like, you broke it. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, the fucking tape is stuck inside of the VHS player. I got the thing out, but all the fucking inside of it is all stuck inside. So
Okay, wait.
wow.
How did she get the VHS tape? Did she try to pull it out?
I don't know.
Probably.
I think so.
She tried to reach her fingers in and pull it out without clicking the eject button?
Well,
That's kind of fucked up. She blamed it on you.
I think because it ran so long that like the tape got wrapped up in the insides of the fucking actual player, and she must have just tried to get the plastic out and probably broke it inside.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's probably what it was.
That was like 20 years ago, bro. I don't remember.
Well, yeah, no shit. This is all when we were children. We're almost
Like, I don't remember
boomers now.
shit from back then.
You know what's crazy? Fucking next episode, I'll be 25, man.
Yeah, fucking old fart.
Shit, bro.
Yeah, dude,
I
come
know,
on.
dude. Only a
Boomer.
couple more years until, I fucking end up blowing my brains out. You feel me,
I
dog?
thought you'd be at that point by now, but
Nah, I'm chilling. For
hey, you
now.
can finally rent a car.
Wow.
Yeah, so whenever we go to an airport, Austin or Zach's renting it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yup. You can count on me. Like 1, 2, 3, as they say.
Did he just? Oh,
Dude. So,
bro, you think you're feeling old? I'm 27 already.
epic.
Boomer. Look at these boomers.
It's fun, we had the best generation, I just gotta say. We got
Yeah,
to
it's a pretty
see
good one.
the crazy side of the internet and shit.
We gotta
It's the
see
wild
the
west.
internet
Essentially.
literally give birth to the internet.
Yes, sir.
We get both the old technology and the new technology.
Dude, yeah. Did
So-
you guys ever have I had a Zune growing up, bro. You guys ever had like an MP3 or anything?
I had the
Hold-
GPX one.
Hold that thought. I
Okay.
started out with a piece of shit MP3 player from RCA that has mini USB with a built-in radio.
Oh, dude.
Then
Uploading
I
songs to those motherfuckers.
had 256 megs of storage. I upgraded to a 4th gen iPod Nano, and then now I got this guy.
Dude, my first iPod was like the first
And
one with
this
the track
is-
wheel on it.
This one's gonna be modded with a MSATA SSD too.
Actually, no, mine was the
Oh, that's
shuffle,
gonna be good.
the thumbstick
Oh, I'm gonna get a
shuffle.
lot of hours out of it.
Damn.
Did you guys ever
okay,
have one of
dude.
those?
No, what the
Nope.
fuck was that? What's a
It was
thumbstick?
it was literally just like a flash drive with buttons on it.
Oh, dude, that's the,
wait, my friend had one of those.
You literally
It
just
charges
plug it
through
together.
the headphone jack.
No, it doesn't. No,
No.
No.
this
So-
one you could
oh.
actual USB. Like you
Oh,
plug
so
it
it's
into
not
wall
like
wart.
But it had
So-
little buttons on the side and shit, right?
It had like
So
the buttons on the
that's-
front face, and then they had a slider on the back for like
Yep.
shuffle, or
that's the OG iPod Shuffle, basically, right there.
it had like one thing where you could take off the tiny end. It showed the like USB part, and you could put it into another spot and have it as like a
Bro.
necklace.
That's
And,
some
like, on the
early
top was the-
2000 shit, dude.
It is.
What is the
Uh,
headphone jack? I had that. That was my first iPod. Then I had my dad's recycle, like his. And once he upgraded, I got his iPod, which was the first one with the wheel on it and a like black and white screen on it.
Nice.
That shit was lit. And then I think I went to an iPod Nano, the one that had a camera. I
Yep.
thought that shit was fucking
Oh.
cool.
Another thing, too, because I know I still have this at random. I still got like one of the first iPod Touches.
I had that. My sister had the first gen iPod Touch. I thought that thing was fucking cool, especially like the lighter app and the beer app.
Oh my god, I remember those two. That was in middle school for me.
You guys
Yep.
remember the stuff like the swine flu app?
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
Got
Put your
swine
thumb
flu,
on
yeah.
it and it'll scan and tell you if you have the swine flu.
Dude.
There's just so much.
And my first one was the 3rd gen iPod Touch.
Nice.
That thing was lit. The one right before the camera, and couldn't get the newest version of iOS where you could have a background screen.
True, dude. The crazy times, you know.
Imagine watching porn on that thing, bro.
I
Bro.
did.
Yeah, it was
Middle
not a
school
great
me.
experience.
Oh, dude, what's the you guys ever had a fucked up device you watch porn on? I'll give
I
you
did.
a prime
The
example of
PSI.
this. Okay, that's good. Mine was the
I
3DS.
didn't catch it. What? On the 3DS?
You wanna know
Yeah.
what mine? You wanna know what mine was?
Huh.
PSP.
My man.
Best one out of all that, to be
That's
honest.
what I'm saying. The PSP, yeah, the 3DS, you had to do some fuck shit to actually get it, and you could only get fucking images anyway.
Mhm.
It was terrible.
It was
The-
PSP was prime because you could do that. You could save images. You could
Mhm,
actually have a straight up radio dedicated for the PSP. You could jam
mhm.
out to anything.
I love my radio porn.
Yeah, they call it Radiohead.
Awesome. What about you? Anything?
Not anything weird, nah, that I can think of anyway. Just like a tablet.
Now you guys have ever been caught?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
but I always used to jerk off with a blanket over me. So
Well,
Yep.
I got not caught watching porn, but I decided one day, like, hey, nobody else is in the house. Little middle school Tanner's just gonna search up boobies and shit like that on the family
Boobies.
laptop,
yep.
and I never
Hi.
deleted
Well,
the
you
history.
didn't know.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. And
He
then
was
later
He
that
was a
night,
youngling.
my dad and my stepmom were going like, "Oh yeah, we were checking something on the computer. Let's go back in the history and find that link again." And then, like, I was cleaning up after dinner, and I just saw their faces and they're like facing away. So the laptop was right here, and I was over there, and I see their faces change, and then my stepsister's like, "Oh, can I see what you're looking at?" And they're like, "No!" Hold the laptop to them, and I was like, "Oh, they know." And then they're kind of looking at me like, "Yeah, they know."
Oh, no. Tanner goes back to his room. Just they know, just
And, like,
starts listening to that song.
They knew it was me because the only reason earlier that day, like, I asked if I could play Pop Tropica on the laptop. So that's how they knew it was me. Nobody else would be searching boobs.
Yeah, right. And Pop Drop again the same
Yeah, in the
fucking
same
hour.
kind of hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel you, dude. Yeah,
And I got caught again in high school on my phone. I don't know why we were going trick or treating because it was Halloween. And my stepmom was like, "Oh, can I check? I got to Google something on your phone." I'm like, "Oh yeah, no problem, sure." I never thought anything about it. I'm like, "Wait a minute, why can't she just search it on her fucking phone?" But they don't say anything. They're a little weird during trick or treating or whatever. And then we get back home and they have to have a long talk about looking at porn and all that shit. And I got my
Were you
phone.
were you into anything weird?
No, it was just like the most bland shit.
Okay.
Oh my god.
when Tanner unlocked my phone and looked at my history.
Yeah, Austin was fucking going ham on fucking Beat Saber. I'm like, oh, let's just see if I can break into his phone. You know,
Oh my
I
god.
like doing that shit. And then I break into his phone in like 2 attempts because it's like I could see the finger trail he takes to unlock his phone. And I'm like, let's see what juicy stuff Austin has on here because I know he ain't got no juicy texts. And then I'm like,
Message is drier than a
Called out like
motherfucker.
that.
No
history.
DM.
And I'm like, hey, yo, what the fuck, Austin?
Honestly, though, my
And it was
man.
from that morning, like an hour before I got there.
Honestly, I don't blame him. I jerk off before I hang out with you guys too.
Gave me a clear mind.
Austin's just going, and I'm like,
Okay, Austin's got a point here. You gotta clear your mind.
That's what I'm saying.
We're going in
why'd
on
you
it.
clear your mind to hang out with the boys? Like, do you get some intrusive thoughts or something when you're with the dudes, or what?
No.
No.
Sound
just-
too confident when you say that. You're like, I gotta bust a nut just so I don't get any ideas.
No, it's just more like, we can talk more. I get to know more.
Otherwise, your
get to-
horniness would be more into it.
No.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
like your
so.
thoughts
Yeah,
come back
otherwise,
out.
otherwise my dick, would be thinking like,
My dick's
oh,
always
fuck
thinking.
Austin's sweet ass.
Yeah, you'll probably Google that later, trying to see some videos about that.
Yeah,
For a man who's never had sex, he has some high expectations of what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
dude, he
do.
expects to be dominated.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
don't
saw.
know-
That's what I saw.
I've
Bald
never
man.
been at shit like that. Though I think it would be so goddamn hot. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be down. You feel me?
Goth
That's
chick,
what I'm
especially.
True. You're
Like
spitting
one that's like
facts.
6 foot tall.
No, I want him taller than me.
They're just
I've always
beating
said
shit out of
this.
me.
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't looking at me then.
Come on, Brad. That ain't describing you. Telling you don't want a big goth girl just step on you,
Dude, I
spit
just
on
want
you,
to
call
fucking
you dirty little
clock me in the
fucking
head.
pig. Yeah.
I want to see stars.
I wanna play out a fantasy like I'm walking into the MMA ring.
Actually, that would be one of mine.
Minimum 7 foot tall.
Dude, we should just
able to
get
s-
into MMA. Let's just start
able to
training.
make you see Tweety birds.
There's like one category of porn on Pornhub where it's just like
Oh, the wrestling.
the wrestling one
I
where they're
love
naked.
the
Oh,
and they
yeah.
give everyone a nut
dude,
first.
yeah, the wrestling.
That one, those are strangely like my favorite category.
I love those videos. Yeah,
They're just like
they're
going
good.
ham on each other and fucking wrestling around, trying to. And then like whoever wins gets to do the humiliating thing and shit like that. It's like that's good shit.
Dude, yeah. I love when it's like a dude versus a chick, and it's just clearly like the chick's just submissive and shit. So the dude's just tossing this bitch.
He's just and she's
Like a ragdoll.
And it's like, why am I beating off?
Why am I so aroused by this?
Yeah,
What's
but
going on?
I'm going to keep watching.
You
It's
gotta
like,
fucking
that's-
edge yourself just to make it through the whole video. You're just edging
At the
it.
end.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta wait till the fucking.
You gotta see
the
who
whole-
wins.
You gotta see each thing. It's like 50 minutes long. You gotta see each fucking thing, who
Yeah.
wins, and then like the whoever wins gets to do what they want, and you're like, all right, now I can.
What's my favorite part about those? It's the fucking intros before they give like their fucking records and shit.
Mhm. Now my favorite is when it's with midgets.
Oh, true.
Like
That
one
is
normal
good
sized
stuff.
person, one midget,
Yeah,
and the midget goes flying.
That is hot. I agree.
Mhm.
That is hot.
Good category.
Yeah, thank God I never had my parents look at my porn history.
Yeah,
At
at
least I
least
don't
both
think they did.
times it was like very boobies and shit like that. Nothing like I'd be
Yeah.
looking at now.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be looking at that fucking strange now.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, nobody look at my history.
That's what I'm saying.
It's embarrassing.
Oh, it's all porn for me.
Most of the time, if there's anything on there, it's either like how to spell things or porn.
I get scared when I open up my internet app at work.
Yeah,
Because-
on God.
I turn my brightness all the way down, and I'm
Dude,
like, all
Dude,
right.
I don't know what happens with my iPhone every once in a while, right? Like I'll be like going through the apps, like my apps I have open, and like the internet one would just have the porn on there. Even though I closed it out from the night before.
Yeah.
I just have the porn on there. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Why would it have that? And then you open up the Chrome app again, and then it would pop up the porn, but then load into just like a different screen. I'm like, why would it have it? Ah!
Why does that say?
I've gotten
I love-
pretty quick at hitting the home button on my brush. That's all I'm
Actually,
gonna say.
same though. I know where it is exactly. I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Come on. Yeah.
Like what immediately the first thing loads in URL, that's where my eyes look the very first. I see a P
Goddamn right.
hitting that home button.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right. Dude, thank God we're all some fucking degenerates, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, dude, yeah. I fucking love a good porn.
Good porn. I like good, like, sometimes I like knowing the storyline too. You got to get the good storyline.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. So I think that's my favorite is like when people put in like the acting and shit
I like
to
the
it, and
acting
the
effort,
story.
and
I
not
love a
just
good
like
story.
It's
just
yeah.
getting into action, or just like, oh, I'm stuck, and the guy's like, ooh, I'm horny, and then you're just like, well, bro, consent.
That's what I'm saying. I like when they switch it up too, where like sometimes like you know
You
the
just
fir-
you can't go from fixing a sink to just doing her.
well,
This isn't a beach. This is a bathtub.
Quick, get out. There's a shark in the water.
True. But sometimes I like the fake shit, you feel me? If it's done by amateurs, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
There's a special charm to it. I never watch that high production porn anymore.
Nah, that's I go for the high production.
I
Yeah.
don't like
It's
the high
basic.
production.
No,
Yeah,
fuck
I'm
the
a
high
high production boy. I
Fuck
like the
that.
right lighting. The one things I don't like is when the dudes are trying to get the camera angle. Like,
No, I love that. Or like when it's like just one camera angle.
yeah, it's just like one camera angle. He's hitting it from behind, and he's kind of going from the side, just so they can get this like angle of his dick going in. I don't like that.
I love that for some reason. That's the fucking type of shit that I'm trying to look for.
And I'm like, bro, just go into it. Or we're like, they're going in missionary, and they're like going in a weird angle to show the
Oh,
dick.
Dick.
And I'm like, I don't want to see that shit. Just go like you're having sex.
Honestly, I just fucking watch them just to see. Just to see. Like, just to compare, you feel me?
Like, I know my dick don't compare to those porn star dudes, so I can't envision myself doing it at that fucking weird
I
angle.
can. I'm gaming.
Oh my god.
Now I'm packing small, 3 inches.
It's okay, man. Same. Like, I mean, that's why we're the hosts here, you feel me?
3 inches, 3 inch Punisher. It's
But
not.
it isn't about how you fucking, how much you got, how you rock it, you feel me? The motion of the ocean, as Austin and I heard at the convention.
I was about to say, I was like, who was it that said that at the convention?
Some
Was
random
it,
dude.
it was a random?
Some fucking random drunk dude next to us, like next to the locker. His friends come in and he's like, it don't matter if you got like a 3-inch cock.
Oh yeah, he was changing. The one guy was like, "Oh yeah, I can't believe that you just like whipped your clothes off like that." He's like, "Yeah, it is what it is. It ain't about the size, it's about the commotion." Same.
I didn't give a shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's all dudes in here, like a bunch of 20-year-old dudes.
I walked in, I saw a bunch of cocks. I'm like, all right, this is fine.
See, I'm not intimidated by other men's cocks. That's all I gotta say.
That's what. Oh yeah, my man.
Yeah.
Spent enough time in a locker room where I don't give a shit, man.
That is true.
It's not gonna change how I'm packing.
Goddamn right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We be rocking it.
I've seen you guys accept Brad's dick.
Pretty
That
much.
is true.
Yep. I actually thinking of that. I know what to get Austin for Christmas.
What?
What?
Raise energy.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
He's saying he needs to gain some stamina?
No.
Good
He
old
just looks like he
Apollo.
needs a little lift.
Okay.
Dude, I'll be working out again here. Yeah, I'm gonna be ordering some Raise Energy.
Raise energy and Anchor.
Shout out.
Shout out to our sponsors.
We don't have a no code for Anchor because it's completely free.
Anchor. Yep, go use it. Highly recommended, even though I have never used it in my entire life. That's just all Austin.
Don't worry. No, yeah, I've only ever done it once because
see, one more time than me.
As of this Friday, I may actually consider using it.
It was like a week, but Austin.
Yeah,
had
it was
some
like
fuck
2 or
shit.
3 episodes because
Yeah.
school.
That's you had to use it. Shout out to our sponsor. That's how easy it
It
is.
was
once-
I was
really
gonna say
fucking
it was
easy,
so easy
actually.
Zach could figure it out.
That's true. It was really fucking easy. I'm
And
not
look
gonna
at
lie.
his.
Raise
Oh wait,
energy.
I was about to say look at his Streamlabs, but he hid the webcam label this time.
Normally, I do. Like, look, bro. I'm good at this shit, but I get faded than a hoe, and I just kind of forget some shit, Can you blame a brother? Come on, no.
I actually can, yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
you know
I'm a
what,
hating
Tanner?
ass
I'm gonna
bitch.
bring this up. You made me listen to fucking Kanye today.
Hey, okay.
Why?
If we're gonna get into this, all right.
Yeah. Let's get into this. I don't
He
think
made
they know.
graduation. All right.
That is true. He
No,
did
but
make graduation.
he needs professional help. That's all I
Agreed.
gotta
He's.
say.
Did you guys see the Alex Jones interview?
Dude, Alex
yeah,
Jones
dude,
was
he's
uncomfortable.
actually, dude, that's crazy.
Who just
When
had to file
Alex
for
Jones
bankruptcy.
is the voice of reason, something ain't right.
Like, you like their style or something? No, I love Hitler. And it's like, Kanye, shut the fuck up.
Dude, yeah.
Right.
It
I
was.
want to defend the man so bad because I love his music. He's a good artist in other ways and then just music, but bro needs to needs medical help. He needs his medication.
Pete Davidson ruined this man's life.
True. He
He kind of did.
and apparently Chris Paul,
Oh yeah.
the married dude. That dude probably had a rough night after that. His wife probably got home and beat his ass.
Ooh.
I
Yeah.
mean, he's fucking around with a bunch of other chicks.
Dude, yeah. Well, the fucking basketball player CP3, all basketball players cheat on their wives.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Sports players in general.
Look, I would if I was traveling around that much. Are you kidding me?
I wouldn't.
You're
I'm a
professional
loyal man.
level,
Are you
professional
kidding?
athlete.
I'm a
Slaying it.
Christian man.
I
I'm
would've-
married.
I'd also hang
Yeah.
out with the cool people that know how to get the drugs too.
See, if
I'm
I was a
hitting it
professional
all.
athlete, I'd just be perfecting my craft to be the best ever. You think Michael Jordan? Then above Michael Jordan, there'd be me. But I don't get it.
Okay.
I don't get into that because I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Okay, you're starting to make this sound like a Will Ferrell meets Adam Sandler type
Nah,
scenario.
he actually fucking tore his ACL in elementary school. It was very sad.
Yeah, one leg's shorter than the other because of the damage it took, and that was way before they had the good surgery where they didn't really have to cut into you anymore. That was right before that.
It's
They
literally
kind of perfected it right after I got done with my surgery where they had to cut my leg all open and do shit. And then the doctor came in 20 minutes after surgery, hey, they just came up with a new way to do it that is less intrusive and gets it done and you heal 20 times faster because I was healing for 5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
One of my legs is significantly smaller than the other one.
Yeah, dude. Only if dude, he was sinking it, dude. He was on the little league court, literally just dunking.
Dude, I was dunking on people back in the day.
Straight up, fucking jumping
Mhm.
half court around the fucking. He was a monster.
Yeah, I was
seen
on a
him
lot of
even,
steroids, but
I've actually seen him play kind of a couple of years ago, a good while ago now.
dude, it's been a hot minute since I played basketball. I miss it
Yeah,
so
you were
bad.
killing it on the court. They used to call you I think
The
it was
White Larry Bird.
buckets, right?
Bucket bitch.
Yeah.
Bucket beats.
Bucket bitch. Dude, if I just do a fucking sidestep to the right and fucking chuck up a fucking three, I'd make that shit 9 out of 10 times. Doesn't matter who's in my face. Give me LeBron James in my face. I'm switching that shit over to fucking dude who's 9 inches taller than me. I don't give a shit. I'll break his ankles going to the right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Going to the left, that's another story. But going to the right.
Alright, I'll set up the fucking pick, bro.
Zach just throws elbows.
That's true. I'm a dirty street baller.
Dude, I remember graduation day. We got done with fucking the practice. Me and Austin went down to the court. I torched his ass. Ruthless.
Damn, dude. While you guys did that, I got high.
Yeah, bro, I was torching Austin's ass that day, bro.
Yeah, I'm not good at basketball. My shooting form, we like to call it the moon ball.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty alright at basketball. I can't like dunk or anything, but my defense is on point. I'll get that fucking ball if it's up there. Like if a rebound's up, I'm getting that.
You know who's really good at defense just because his arms are so fucking long? Fucking Paul.
Oh, Paul.
Yeah.
Paul, dude, that dude would fucking lock up LeBron with his wingspan. He doesn't know what the fuck else he's doing. He just
stands there.
So wide. His gorilla arms just.
He has absurdly large arms. Like
bro.
For how like tall he is, his arms.
Yeah, he's like our height. He's got like a 8-foot wingspan, and he's only like 6 foot tall.
That's what I'm saying. It's fucked up. He's shorter than me.
His wingspan is large.
He just gets his fucking big ass arms, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shout out to Paul.
I could have made it in the
podcast at one point. Actually,
I could have been in the league, but I decided I wanted to have a lower life than that. Not such high expectations.
Have a lower life.
Lower. I like the hard
style life.
All right, ideal sport
to play.
Yeah,
baseball,
curling.
That is hockey.
Golf, actually, golf.
Okay, I can see that.
That is a great choice.
Great choice, dude. I played golf earlier this year, first time ever. I kind of like it a lot because I got really fucked up.
We should do a video where we go golfing. I've been playing. I have a set of clubs, and my brother does too.
I can get a set of clubs.
Like I went with coworkers and shit. We used like company money to go do it, and we're all getting. First, we went and got breakfast, and then we were starting getting sauced.
Yes, sir.
And then like it was my first time fucking actually going, and fucking OJ was with me, and it was his first time going too. And him and I and our boss were like in a pair, and then other two dudes were in a pair. And fucking my boss and OJ just kept loosening everybody's fucking bags on the back of the golf carts. And I borrowed our other coworkers, his brothers. I borrowed his. And one time we had to go like, a distance between holes. And we're all whipping the fucking golf carts because I'm drunk and whipping the shit. There's going up hills and down. And right when I go up this hill and go immediately down, the bag falls off the back of the cart. And I was super confused. I'm like, what the fuck? But then I realized they've been loosening this other guy's fucking bag this entire time. They probably loosened mine enough where it would fall fucking out. And then it did. And a couple of the clubs got a little stuffed. So the one dude's like, it's whatever. It's my brother's clubs. There's another time I was like, all right, I got to go hit this fucking drive, like George Bush is like, yeah, we need world peace.
Now watch this drive.
But I look for my driver. I'm like, where the fuck is my driver? I'm like, OJ is probably fucking with me. So I go, and his clubs are left-handed, so they're facing different way. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, this driver, that's not mine. What the fuck? Did I leave it at the other hole? Fuck, this is embarrassing. So I'm about to go back. I get my cart, and OJ's sitting on his cart just looking at me like, bro, are you serious? I'm like, what? He's like, it's right here. It was like touching his driver, so they're both together. I'm like, oh my god, bro.
Oh yes, you wouldn't even be able to tell how they were positioned in the bag.
Bro, I lost 15 golf balls that day.
Yep, sounds about right. That sounds about golfing, baby.
Yep. It was super fun. I had a great time.
Dude, when we go, we gotta hit up the driving range first, bro. You feel me?
Like I said, I know three good
I've
places
never
to
been
go.
I've never been to a driving range.
Oh really? They're so fun.
They are.
It's the most fun.
Yep. Just fucking.
The best part about golfing is teeing off.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, then we had exploding golf balls. We gave to OJ.
Hell yeah.
We hit it and fuck.
There's a state where it's illegal to have those.
It's not like an actual exploding one. It just turns into fucking dust.
Yeah, it's just like it's like a confetti. But there's a state where it's illegal to have one of those.
That state's gay as fuck.
Yeah, which state is that so we can avoid it?
Yeah,
let's not golf there.
I'm getting my concealed carry license in Virginia.
Also, where I'm gonna be marrying my perhaps cousin, also known as my second sister.
Because I learned, and you can get a non-resident Virginia concealed carry permit, and it goes for 35 states.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, and it's like an easier one, a quicker one to get.
Well, no shit, it's West Virginia. They're just handing them
Not
out.
West Virginia, just Virginia, just Virginia.
Wow. Well,
In
still,
Massachusetts, it's illegal
fucking
to
next to
own
each
an
other.
explosive golf ball.
fuck Massachusetts.
Yeah, fuck
Pretty
that.
much.
Anyway,
Fucking
that's one of those states that's one
Boston.
of those dumbass small ones anyway. Who gives a
Yeah,
shit?
Is.
dude, I cannot stand any of those fucking states.
That's what I've been saying. Fuck the people that founded this goddamn country. Who thought it was okay to fucking have so many goddamn places next to each other? And
Well, they're
like,
like, well, let's
Back
go off a river
then
trip.
it made sense, but we should
no, it fucking did not.
Yeah, because there was less people.
Rhode Island,
You don't need Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, bro. Get rid of that. Just make that part of Connecticut, but then just make that one state.
But
Like
just make
Connecticut,
that
Vermont,
yeah, just make
New
them all
Hampshire,
one state.
Connecticut,
New
Rhode
York.
Island, one state. Just why West Virginia? Just get it. Just bring what's with the West and North shit. Just bring it to Virginia.
I say we just get rid of all the states. Just
Or
have
how
one
about
nation.
we get rid of all these damn liberals out on the East Coast and fucking
goddamn liberals.
like if you look at the map, it's mostly red. Well, yeah, most people don't live in the red areas. More people live in the blue areas, but the land votes.
It's true.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir, brother. Where I love Hunter Biden's cock in my
Bro,
mouth.
I need a Twitter censoring Hunter Biden's laptop information, even though it's technically revenge porn.
How am I supposed to see him fuck those hookers now? Damn
Bro,
it.
honestly made me respect him more. Like
that's what I was saying. I respected our president way more knowing that his
damn,
son was
his son's cool as shit.
His son was snorting crack and fucking hookers, and he has a kind of nice cock.
He had a good time. I respect a guy who's having a great time.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Did he kill anybody?
He's got the better Futurama vibe.
That's what I'm saying. I could get behind that.
So I mean, Dark Brandon 2024. Actually, if he runs again, I am gonna be very depressed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to vote for him again, but god damn it, please just don't run.
Tanner, you know it's gonna happen.
Like it's between him and Trump and fucking dumb fuck DeSantis. Like I hate DeSantis and Trump. They're both equally retarded. But so is Joe Biden. But he's a Democrat.
When you have to choose between a douche and a turd sandwich, you just gotta choose which one you favor more.
And an orange.
See, as long as they protect rights, that's all I care about.
I don't give a shit about it. I
say we abolish the government.
I'm behind
Agreed.
Exactly. We enact AI and let them be the all controlling.
They choose which races live and die.
Yeah. You have AI that
I hope so. I hope we're the first to go.
Bro, I'm ginger. I'm not part of the whites.
That's bullshit.
Ginger, bro.
Shut
part
up.
of the whites. Minority group.
Gingers do have souls, bro.
I'm gonna look it up. Our
Classic
gingers
idiot.
minority groups.
He doesn't own a Kia Soul.
Oh,
Never.
dude, I hate those fucking cars. Imagine driving a dumbass Minecraft car.
Imagine driving a square.
Hey, I drive a fucking rectangle.
Gross, you drive a Minecraft car. Now,
ugliest car.
Tesla
What's the
truck,
ugliest car that you guys can think of?
The Ford Focus.
No, there's
Austin's car is
I really
pretty
hate
ugly,
the
I'm not
Kia
gonna lie.
Cube. The Kia Cube is ugly as shit.
okay.
That's not a Kia. That's a fucking.
No, what is it?
dude, whatever the one with the
Is it a
dancing
Honda?
The Cube.
hamsters.
That's a Soul.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Kia Soul.
fuck the Kia Soul.
Nissan. It's a Nissan Cube.
Okay.
Yeah, Nissan Cube.
Yeah. Are we talking about cars in the U.S. or
How
just
about the Honda
globally?
Element?
Honda
I like that
Element.
bad boy.
I don't know that one.
Honda Element, bro. That thing's fucking lit.
U.S. or worldwide?
Worldwide, bro.
You can go worldwide.
Dude,
yeah.
all the Fiats are fucking ugly.
True. I agree.
Yeah.
Fuck that
Oh.
brand.
The Honda
Fiat's
Ridgeline.
ugly shit.
Okay, so Ford Scorpio Mark II and the Fiat Multipla.
Yeah.
Those are tied for first right now, in my opinion.
Wait, what was the first one you said? The Scorpio Mark II?
Yeah, the Ford Scorpio.
Oh,
it looks
Ford.
so weird.
I didn't
Does it look
change
like
it from
Ford Focus?
Nissan, so it just showed me a bunch of kayaks.
It's a little confusing.
It looks like the front's the rear and the rear's the front. It's so
What do you
weird.
mean, dude? This car's kind of pimping. It has a little dumbass face on it too.
I love little dumbass faces.
That's what I'm saying. He looks like he'd be a slow car. You know, he might be a
Looks like
little
a car I
hard to
drive in
read.
second. Looks like a car I draw in
Be
second
like a
grade.
fucking bus.
Austin's car fucking going and you feel it slipping. He's like, nah, man, that's just the wheels spinning.
Dude, he
you
said that
telling
shit
me that?
before.
And
He
I'm like,
said that
what the fuck are you talking about, Austin?
He
Says-
said that shit.
You don't remember that shit, Austin? I remember exactly where we were.
This
No,
started
I
sounding like
don't.
the Fast and Furious spoof.
We were by the Coach by Zach's house driving like in town, and you go from that stoplight, and I feel like you're like not actually going. Like
Oh,
your clutch is
I
slipping,
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
and I'm like, bro, is that your transmission? You're like, nah, bro, my tires are just spinning. I broke loose. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? And you're like, yeah, man, that happens a lot, man. It's just too much torque for these tires or something. I'm like, bro.
I don't remember
No.
saying that, but
You don't remember saying that, bro? We were
No.
driving. I was like,
but I know what you're talking about.
I was dumbfounded.
Because I am familiar with it. Does not happen anymore, but
I don't know. Last time I rode in it, it was happening.
Is that before or after he decided to warm his car up?
That was before. That was before.
yeah, that's why I'm saying it doesn't happen anymore.
He warms it up. Do you use your windshield washer fluid?
Yeah.
There you go, bro.
Austin's
See, now that
RPMs
you
and-
guys have taught me, I actually use what I've learned.
Austin's RPMs in the morning when he drove to work, just fucking shooting the fuck up.
Austin gets into his
Going
car now. It's
nowhere
actually
still.
warm, and he's like, "Oh wow!" Instead of it just getting warm when he gets to work.
Did It's like,
I don't know why you guys think it takes like 5 minutes to warm up.
You say that now.
yeah, just wait.
It takes like 5 minutes warm. Austin gets into it and just.
Yeah.
I was just two-step it like a rotary.
Austin, when's the last time you checked your coolant in your car?
Ooh.
When I haven't checked it.
Do you know what color it is?
Yeah, it's
No.
purple. I love
Well,
it. I
it
want to
should
drink
be
it.
Blue,
I'm
right?
No, it really depends on the kind, actually.
It can be purple, it can be green, it can be orange, it can be blue, I think.
Yeah,
I've never seen it blue.
Oh yeah, I
There's-
don't think I've seen it blue, but I've seen it on the other one.
I've seen it orange and
I think
green.
green's the most common.
Green's the most common. I've seen orange in more Ford products.
Dodge has newer orange ones. They're not orange, but purple.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Yep.
Is
Well,
it colored that way intentionally, or is that just like?
Yeah.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Have you ever
Because there's
tasted it before?
Have I ever tasted it?
Yeah, antifreeze.
No.
Coolant? You've never tasted that shit before? The forbidden
No.
It
coolant?
tastes so good, bro.
It's like
Especially if you
it's-
get the green
It's basically just
flavor,
drinking
bro.
alcohol.
you remember those flavored barrel drinks they used to have?
Yeah.
yeah.
Basically that's actually what's in those barrels.
You have to feed your car those.
No, I've done that before because when you're checking for like leaks and what kind of it is, you'd be like, oh Jesus, this is water or is this a coolant leak? And you touch it and put it to your tongue.
Oh
always-
yeah, I've done that before.
I usually sniff it.
Sniffing, it's a good way too, but
sniffing it seems like a better idea than tasting it.
Tasting it, you get the fucking
but when your hands are all greasy and shit,
see that's the only exception is when you put it on the hoist, you go to check and you see that first.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Oh, that's coolant or that's oil.
I would hope you know if it's oil.
Oil.
Now, Austin, what does it mean when it looks like it's like a tan,
chocolatey?
If it's tan, like muddy, it needs to be clean. It needs to be replaced.
Right?
More than that.
It means that you have a like a a hole somewhere in the radiator. Is it?
More like head gaskets mixing with
gasket?
I was just about to say,
head gasket or block.
The forbidden
you have a
chocolate.
hole in your block, bro. Yeah, you got that.
What happens when the coolant and the oil mix together?
Love a good time. Love a good teardown. Love a good rebuild.
Yeah, I had a fuck timing belts, bro.
Oh, I am so sorry for you.
My mom had a Trailblazer back in the day, and the belt that's in charge of steering went out on her. So
what
she
did
didn't.
you
She
just
so
say?
For the power steering pump.
Yeah, the power steering.
Okay.
So she had to fucking manually crank that shit each time she wanted it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the vehicle just took a shit. So
I had to drive a car like that lost power steering every once in a while. Cranking that bitch was not fun. It was my van.
No, cars aren't made nowadays to crank the wheels. Back in the day, they were. They had these big old wheels. Now you don't have any leverage to work with.
Dude, I want to get a suicide knob on my wheel, even though it's illegal.
Oh, it's illegal. Doors.
Huh?
I didn't know it was illegal.
Those are illegal.
What do you mean? Why would you think it's illegal to have that?
I just didn't think it would be any issue.
Yeah, it's not legal. But that shit fucking looks cool.
What's in front of you? Just a giant fucking thing that's ready to explode at any point.
Yeah. But that's that person's freedom to put that suicide knob on their handle.
Yeah, anyone who does that, okay. Most people like to do that, have two brain cells competing for first place.
Dude, that shit looks just so cool, just fucking holding onto a fucking knob.
It's, I don't know, in my opinion, it's like bedazzling your horn.
Yeah, you don't do that, bro?
No.
Yeah, my horn's actually completely bedazzled.
I replaced my steering wheel. There's no fucking airbag on it in the first place.
I replaced it with the quick disconnect steering wheel.
Yeah, you got the pop sling ting.
And then when I put it on, I got a and then yeah, bro. Dude, I want to do that so bad on my Flex, but I know I'll be a giant fucking idiot to do it. But it looks so cool. Like just be that type of guy where I quick release it and just carry it with me where I'm leaving.
Yeah.
We technically do it to the Firebird because they've never had airbags to begin with.
Fuck yeah, who needs airbags, bro?
That's what I'm saying. And seatbelts, take those shit out again.
When I got into accident with my mom, we got
turn the cards back into just pure steel.
We got hit on the side, and all the airbags from the sides popped down. And my mom was on the phone with the cops trying to explain shit. She's like, who put the fucking airbag right fucking here? Jesus fucking Christ, all pissed off. She's like, I remember back in my day, we would just hit our heads.
Okay, Mom.
Mm-hmm. And then another time I got rear-ended and they were surprised the airbag didn't go off. That was fun.
That's when you can sue.
Yeah, dude, I should have, because I was driving the work truck, my boss's truck, with a fucking bed full of fucking 2x6 10-footers. The back of 8-footers.
Wait,
back of the 8-foot bed, and I got rear-ended by a garbage truck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh god.
Yeah.
And if you're going at a certain speed, you're getting hit at a certain speed, and it doesn't deploy. You
Wait,
can
how the fuck is the garbage truck not? Like, how fast is that motherfucker whipping that, huh?
I don't know, bro, because I got in the left lane to let the semi on, and then I was slowing down because I was reaching up to traffic right here, just trying to get space, and I look in my mirror, and the garbage truck's just like, and I'm like, oh fuck. Yeah, I let off. I thought right because I was still on my brake, and I saw him coming. I let off my brake because if like he just and then pushed me forward, and then I'd be on my brake and stuff, being on my brake and freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember just having the adrenaline rush, and then the cop coming in. I was looking for the insurance information for the truck, and the cop's like, "Oh, hold on, I got this," and just. And then he's like, "I can't fight it. Call your boss," and left. And then another cop came, and I'm like, "Oh, I found it." And he's like, "All right, man, yeah, thanks. You good? You good to drive?" I'm like, "I think I am." He's like, "Do you think this thing's like able to drive?" I'm like, "I don't know. I was safely able to pull off to the side." And I drove that shit all the way back down. And like the fucking gas gauge wasn't working, a bunch of other shit wasn't working. That's scary.
Dude, you love to see it, I'm not gonna lie. That's
But
my
then
favorite type of car to drive, I'm not gonna lie.
I wasn't injured, but then like for the next 2 weeks my back was all fucked up. And then there's another time I backed the truck into a building. It was a different truck. I was plowing during the winter, and I went to fucking shift this thing in reverse. Looked over my left shoulder, went to go look over my right, and I was like,
Fuck
"Oh
yeah.
shit!"
Sounds about right, man. I'm not gonna lie. You
Yeah.
love a good car accident.
And I told the boss when he came down, he's like, I was like, "Yeah, man, I backed the truck into a building." He's like, "Was it our building or were the customers' building?" So I'm like, "One of our buildings." He's like, "Oh, thank God. All right, never mind." And I just continued on. I'm like, "Yo, bro, aren't you mad?"
Fuck?
And he's like, "Yeah, but it's whatever, bro." He's like, "You told me." I was like, "Yeah, I guess."
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Only accident I've been in is when I hit a deer and totaled my edge.
Austin loves his Ford products.
I've had a few accidents, but one of them involved a really dumb 17-year-old.
What you do, Brad?
Oh, I didn't do
Is that
anything.
the one? Is that the one when you were at the intersection? Stopped?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. He pulled out in front of me, even though I had the right of way. I basically hit him at like 25, 30. So I thought he was going to stop, and he just kept going. I was like, well, okay, break time.
I only ever got hit once. It was just like I was in my van. I was taking my coworker to work. I didn't even fucking work this day. I don't even know why I agreed to this because this fucking day it was just snowing like a motherfucker. So I was coming the fuck down, and so I just whipped my van up there. I pick him up from the fucking cemetery. That's just where I fucking picked him up, as you do with your fucking estranged work friends. You don't let them know where you live,
Yeah.
Pretty good common piece
I don't
of
let my
advice.
coworkers know where I live.
Nah, this guy was the homie. He had been over to my house before. It's just that was like easier to grab him from. So we just we book it. I get literally all the way to fucking I drop him off. And I'm fucking pulling up in the parking lot. And some dude's just fucking. This parking lot's full of fucking snow and just ice. And this dude just fucking slowly rolls up on me, taps the back of my car. I see it. I get out. I'm like, there's no damage. Like, no need to call cops or anything, man. We can just fucking leave, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking worry about it.
Bro, last winter, me and OJ were in our work truck plowing, or not plowing, but salting, and he was driving, and he goes to whip around in this one spot, and he pulls up, tries to whip a Yui, and we have another car right here, and the ass end of the truck just starts slowly sliding to that vehicle, and we're both looking at each other like, as we're just slowly sliding into it, like slowly. Like I could have gotten out of the car and
stopped
there
it.
and watched
and stood there and held it.
And we're just watching
it.
just as we're going towards it, and it just barely made contact. And then like you see it in the we were like, well, we don't think we hit it, so we drove off. And then later that day, we checked both vehicles for damage. It doesn't look like any damage. And then our boss comes up to us like 2 hours later. He's like, "Hey, did you guys hit the Explorer?" And we're like, "Yeah, we think we might have, but we don't see any damage on any vehicles." He's like, "Well, I know about it because I see the fucking track of the back wheels going into that car. The sudden stop of our truck because we had a salter on the back, and the amount of salt that must have just dropped down. So, yeah, that was fun. We were just sitting there, just slowly sliding to it.
It does sound like a pretty fun time, especially with OJ. Dude, I have his hat.
Dude, I don't let that fucking guy drive.
True.
My boss was telling him a story when OJ went to help him drive, like get his vehicle from an hour away, and they're driving in the big city, and then he's just like, "Yo, I can't see shit right now. It's at nighttime. He's just not wearing his glasses. He's like supposed to be wearing while driving."
Dude, do you know how many? Do you know how many trips we'd go on, and he'd be all like, "I sure hope this tournament doesn't go that late. I didn't bring my glasses."
Yeah, and he's like, "I can't see shit." My boss is like, "Yo, what?" He's like, "Yeah, bro, I'm just been winging it."
Dude, and he drives like a fucking maniac too.
And his tiny little Chevy Aveo. And that starts like the transmission starts slipping at 60.
Dude, it does. Yeah,
it's time for him and fucking Zach go up to fucking somewhere more up north, or then they're coming back, and it was like rainy as shit, and he's just fucking cruising behind some people like 85.
Dude, no, dude, that was the scariest I've ever been. 6 o'clock in the morning, it's fucking downpouring, and we have to fucking maneuver because we were the first ones to get to the cabin. We even beat the fucking host of the tournament, so we got prime parking. But what that meant was we were fucking parked in. So we had to, but luckily his car's small as shit. So we like fucking, maneuvered our fucking way, backing up and shit, doing our shit. We get out and we're busting it down the fucking highway at 6 o'clock in the morning. He's straight up just going 80, just fucking flying. Other motherfuckers are matching him too, just doing the same speed. And this is like, and then like not even 5 to 10 minutes later, it's not raining that hard. Just starts downpouring like a motherfucker, and it's like that the rest of the way. He didn't slow down a single fucking.
No, it'd be different if he was in like a newer car that had good tires and good wipers. But this Aveo is just not road worthy.
It didn't have AC, so we were riding up there at the time. Just sweating our fucking nuts off.
Dude, I know if I ride in that car, I'm dying.
Oh, yeah, you are. Wait, actually, you never drove it. Did you ever see his car before that?
No.
You should ask him about it, because that was a literal death trap. It had like one fucking headlight missing, no like front bumper, just fucking beat to shit. I'm talking this car was fucked up.
It sounds like a Joe Dirt level of fucked up.
It was fucking disgusting. And he used to fucking drive to my house, like pick me up, and like we used to just play Smash. And we'd play like pretty late till night. And he'd be like, "All right, we're gonna take the back roads home. I don't got a headlight on this bitch, so you gotta hope there's no cops either."
Dude, and this is like, the guy who talks about wanting a Tesla. He's like, "Yeah, man, I can get a Tesla." I'm like, "Yeah, bro." He's like, "Yeah, man. We're looking at them all." He's like, "Oh, it's only like 40 grand." I'm like, "Yeah, bro. I know how you treat your shit."
Yeah, that would be scary.
Now he drives his Aveo around our water park for his work vehicle because it has like heat and it fits into all the crevices and shit that you can get.
No, he does not.
I hate to say it, but it does have the width of a golf cart.
We normally drive golf carts around, but now it's too cold. So then we only have 2 full-size trucks that like they added a different retaining wall, so we can't get past this one spot. And he just drives his fucking Aveo around, just says fuck it. And then he's like, "Man, do you think I should get some fucking snow tires on this bitch and just have it here at work for work stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, do it. They got to be like $20 a pop. You throw those bitches down there, we'll go ham this motherfucker."
Oh, dude, I only imagine you guys whipping in the parking lot in winter.
Last year, like our boss and somebody else were down at like a convention and nobody else was in because it was like Christmas week or some shit like that.
Hell yeah.
OJ doesn't like fucking whipping it in the truck doing like donuts and shit. And we just had a fresh thing of snow. And we
You
had some
gotta
bad
whip
rear
her.
tires. I was whipping that motherfucker like a madman. And I had OJ fucking holding on to fucking everything, not like he's too uncomfortable to say anything to me because he's not that like confrontational, and he's just holding on. I'm whipping the shit. I put this bitch into 4-wheel drive and do 4-wheel drive fucking spins.
Oh my god.
I was fucking just I was
Fuck
whipping that shit.
yeah, dude.
And another time last year I had
And
my
then you
flex.
get hot dogs for lunch, dude. My
Yeah.
man.
I turned off my traction control and just put that shit in lock and fucking gun it. That shit's fun. But in the
Oh
truck,
yeah.
especially when it's not your actual vehicle, it's like because if you break it, you're not gonna have to fucking pay to fix it.
True.
That is
dude.
true.
So if I break one of the
dude.
work trucks, I'll probably have to fix it. But at least I won't be paying. I'll be paid to do it.
Right.
And I haven't broken it yet.
I always felt that way when I did a fucking forklifts and I just whipped
Dude, I
that
whip
hoe.
that shit all the fucking time. There's my last day there, like not this past time, but the time before that, I was whipping it with a fucking pallet on the front, and I was my depth perception isn't the best when it comes to that shit, and I was whipping that shit. And I whipped it too hard, and I hit the fucking post on something, like not a metal beam that was holding something up, and I bent that shit in. And it was like 5 minutes till like quitting time on my last day. I'm like, yeah, I ain't saying shit about that, and I never got caught doing it. Then there was another time. It was like a whole 12-hour shift. I needed extensions on my forks for this like job we were doing, and I never did that whole time. And I was just whipping with the short forks. And then like 5 minutes before the quitting time, I was taking the pallet off of it, and the pallet broke, and all the sheets went everywhere. And I just left. It was a good time.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, then with our golf carts now at work, I whip my motherfucker around.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He drives on 2 flat tires most of the time.
What?
Yeah, they must have a nail in it or something, or a slow leak, and he just fills them back up every once in a while. But then I had to move his cart, and I was driving, and the left side just fucking leaned down this way. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Damn, dude, that does sound like some OTA shit.
Yeah, I
So
don't let that motherfucker drive.
I still remember a time when I was working with Austin, going into work off the interstate with my Jeep, probably doing like 70 during a snowstorm, if not slower than that. I was still drifting around, like seeing out of Tokyo Drift.
Dude, I love my flex in the fucking winter.
I did that
thing's heavy
once.
as shit and all-wheel drive. I just whip that thing's just.
I was driving back from
Yep.
actually where Brad is. I was taking the interstate and shit. And
Oh,
it was like one of my first times doing it. I was hanging out with the chick or whatever. When my first time was doing it at night, and it was raining. I didn't realize how close my exit was. And I was going like 80. And so I'm just whipping this fucking hoe. And I'm like, wait, that's the fucking hotel that oh shit. So I fucking crank that hoe. I drift this bitch into the fucking.
yeah.
Luckily, nothing else was in the way, but whip that hoe down there.
Dude, whipping cars in the fucking snow is my favorite fucking thing.
It is fun,
It
yeah.
was crazy. I mean, I had a car right beside me too, cheering me on.
Hell yeah. That's the shit you like to see.
Now every car I own for the rest of my life is gonna be all-wheel drive. If I'm driving it, that shit's so fucking fun.
All-wheel drive is pretty fun.
It's great. I like front rear wheel a little more too.
For just like knowing that
summer
you're fucking
thing.
around in the winter and just having all-wheel drive, it's so fucking fun. But then having like, the reliability of it, I guess. I don't know. The flex is fucking cool. I miss my fucking Subaru. That shit was fucking lit. There's that one spot going into Zach's old house at the train station where you're going to where I used to live.
Dude,
There's
yeah.
that little cutout for that parking lot. I had my
Mhm.
Subaru going sideways there for a little bit, just fucking fucking going. Because you fucking said going left, you take that fucking sharp right, and then I fucking crank it and do some fucking shitties in it as I'm spinning. I'm fucking still going through. That shit's fun.
Yeah, I love driving back there in the winter because, dude, I'd be whipping it on that road. There was never anybody else fucking ever on that shit. So I'd be fucking in my van, past those train tracks and shit, just going like 50.
Yeah.
Just fucking sending this fucking shit.
Mini Cooper, I'd fucking bust a pack, especially when I cut off the mufflers.
Oh yeah.
You could hear me from all the way across town, just fucking. Dude, I got air on those tracks just going over.
Tanner's fucking neighbors only loved him, bro. He'd work it early as shit, taking this piece of shit.
Dude, after I did that, I lived in a apartment complex up in La Crosse, and every morning at 6 o'clock, just,
yeah.
and I let that shit warm up, so it's for like 5 minutes. And like, even though it's a Mini Cooper, that motherfucker was loud.
It was pretty loud.
Get annoyingly loud.
Like, it was a pretty nice deep tone. I want it again, but
it was a cool car. I'll
shit.
agree. I remember the one time I helped you got like pulled over or some shit, and I was like, "Yeah, it just moved, give him a break, brother."
Because my light above the license plate was out, and then me and Zach were coming into town, and the cop pulls me over, saying the light, and you're like, "Oh yeah," and I'm like, "Yeah, I just moved," and you're like, "Yeah, he just moved."
Bro, give him a break, man. Come on.
The cop did, and I never got that light fixed.
Goddamn right, my fucking man. That's my dog.
Yeah, I miss that.
Cops.
I had a fix-it ticket on that bitch too, where I had to get a front license plate on it, get the windshield fixed, and put a muffler on it.
Yeah, I do remember at the end of that fucking car's life, that car was beat to fucking shit. The electricals were just fucked in it like a motherfucker too.
Hey.
The brake lights were always on. And whenever I turned it off, the windshield wipers would go.
Yep.
What?
So I had to unplug the battery each time.
That's
the battery is in the back too. So I had to fucking take off the positive. The positive terminal was just barely on there the whole time too. Never tightened down because I had to pull it on and off.
That's disgusting.
Driving down the road, the battery just disconnects.
You'd be fine if your battery disconnects while you're driving, just when you go to start it.
That's when you're really screwed.
One day when I went home for lunch, I went to go back to work, and she never started again.
I was gonna say she never ran again.
I'm like, oh shit. So I call my coworker, and they're like, oh, you're just not gonna come back? I'm like, nah, can you come pick me up? I'm depressed. I never took care of the car. The only way I changed the oil, somebody fucking stripped the fucking drain plug on it. So I had to get this one thing that goes down the dipstick and pump it out.
Oh my god.
And I did that. I only got like 2.5 quarts, but that was empty. I couldn't get any more. So I put 2.5 quarts back into it. It said it was like not there yet. So I had to put another 2.5 quarts. So I was running that bitch on 2.5 quarts instead of 5, because that bitch, the valve cover gasket was leaking on like one spark plug area. That was burning away like a motherfucker. And I just had to keep adding it. And then I knew I needed brakes because it was metal on metal at that point, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
By the time I fucking the tires, like the wheels, you could tell there's all the brake dust.
Dude, it was bad. It was bad.
And then like the
lights. But damn, did she run like a goddamn champ?
Dude, when she was running, I missed that thing. That thing for 168 horsepower, that thing was fucking fun.
That was a cool ass car. I will agree. It was very fun to ride in.
The windshield was so tiny, but like the windows were huge, go all the way down, and the sunroof was huge. Fun summer car.
Wait, was it supercharged?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so you got the S1.
I had the 6-speed manual, the supercharged 1.6
cool
liter.
As shit. It just had a fucking giant wheel in it for some goddamn reason.
Yeah, that shit fucking was fun. Because I
center too.
I just know the fucking you learn the car so well, like, all right, I need a downshift and fucking just blah. And then, dude, when I first got it, I didn't know how to fucking drive manual, so I didn't know how to rev match. So I'm like, all right, I gotta slow down, fucking put it into fifth, and just let go of the clutch and then fourth, instead of fucking rev matching and shit. I just.
Tanner's still going 70 miles per hour. Yeah, I could downshift right now.
I bought it in the big city. I had to drive it back. I had Seth with me and never driving manual before. Just kept killing the fucking car in fucking construction, and people were honking at me. And yeah,
you must have been a fucking nuisance.
Oh yeah, I had to be. Like, it wasn't like I was in like nowhere in that big town too. Like, I used to get on the highway. I was in the fucking center of it, buying it from a guy who just graduated college. And he's like, yeah, I don't need this anymore. And I'm like, all right. And there's being a nuisance, killing it constantly. My wife is in her car behind me, just fucking just embarrassed the whole
Tanner
time.
looking up a
The passenger
YouTube
seat.
tutorial how to drive manual.
That's how he did. That's how he did. And like I was going to buy the car, the guy's like, "You want to test drive it or anything?" I'm like, oh yeah, I should do that. And then I'm like in the parking lot test driving. I never got it out at first.
Yeah, I'll take her.
I'll take her.
Perfect.
That's fucking awesome. You're a legend.
But by the
for
end,
real.
once I learned manual, that shit was so fucking fun.
True.
Going through the
It
gears,
was
calling
fun.
people queers.
I remember when I used to work I used to do some car deliveries on the side. Half the cars I would drive were manual. A lot of them were sketchy as hell.
Yeah, dude, I remember having to drive a box truck at my one job where it was a bulldog gearbox, where first was fucking over and down, and then the thing only went to like 2 miles an hour in first, and then hill starts in that thing were a bitch. That was just rough. I've gotten stuck plenty of times with that motherfucker.
There was a Volkswagen I hated because it was over by Austin's place that I had to go nab. And part of it was going uphill with the winter time.
Oh god.
Most of it was ice.
Yeah, that hill.
So I was just slipping and sliding.
There was another time I was in Amish country with a different truck where it was some old ass truck, and I just had to fucking dump the clutch to get it to fucking move. And then I was driving through town, or like just outside of a town, and my fucking brakes locked up. And boom, 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 fucking bouncing. So I got over to the side of the road, then I tried to go again, and boom, 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 bounce in the middle of the road. I had to bounce it back into the other side of the road. The rear brakes were fucking just locked up. So I had to drive that heavy ass truck with only front brakes and just praying to God I never hit stoplights. So I had a coworker. I had to sit there with no service, no water for like 3 hours in the middle of fucking rural Amish country in the middle of September when I just started this job too. And a guy got there. We delivered the package to Amish people, and then I had to drive back through like one of Austin's old towns, Viroqua, and fucking praying to God I never hit any fucking lights on the way back because I could not slow down worth a damn. I had to fucking downshift like a madman just to slow down. And then like I had to fucking put the brakes to the fucking floor and then downshift just to fucking slow down. I hated that goddamn truck. I killed it.
Hell yeah. Well, enough with killing it. We should kill this episode because my dick is ready to burst. You feel me?
No, Austin, turn off all his lights. He's ready to go to bed.
I opened Streamlabs' dark theme as opposed to the white web page.
Austin's gonna go listen to techno music and go to bed.
Yeah, it's gonna say he has to go. He has to get the smoke machines and his lights ready for the fucking rave going on before Austin goes.
And he's like, "Man, how can I not sleep?"
Dude, I don't understand why I got such shit sleep, bro. Like I was listening to my favorite Skrillex album.
Bro, I had the fog machine going.
It's not the music.
Bro, it's the music.
It's not the music.
Oh, bro.
100% not the music. Have
you
tried.
thought about a white noise machine?
Dead ass. Or YouTube videos, like some ASMR.
I've put on like thunderstorms and stuff in the past.
Then you're like, man, I really need my Skrillex.
I like my music.
I really do need that. Beep, 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 beep. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out to another great episode of the Come Podcast. Make sure to check out all our shit down below and all our sponsors. Hopefully our vlogs will be out at some point. Peace for now. Bitch.
Peace.